No, I'm standing up because I talk better standing up. Alright, ready?
You can't see you.
Alright, go. Is it on? Yes? Whoop whoop, Scribbles a juggalo. And this is Magnet, who's rarely seen on my videos because he's scared.
Scared my ass.
But anyway, we're doing this video about Boondox, and I'm wearing my favorite Boondox jersey. My psychopathic Boondox jersey. Not my turncoat Boondox jersey. Anyway, we got done listening to interview 1 last night, and then I did a video, and then today, this morning, we heard interview 2, and holy shit, Magnet. Holy shit. Basically, what I got out of it is Psychopathic is going to shit a brick. Jay's going to shit a brick. He's announcing that he's leaving in the Faygoluvers interview. He's announced that he's leaving. Psychopathic doesn't know this, didn't know this.
All they saw was a little bit of, I've got some information or something I want to tell. I've been waiting for a while. That's all that was.
Well, that original tweet was him. He wasn't hacked about the tweet a couple days ago where he's got a big announcement to make. Apparently, it all has to do with him wanting to be in Georgia. And what I'm getting out of this is Jay probably, and I'm just speculating, but Jay and Psychopathic want him up in Detroit working on the album, in Lotus Pod Studios, working on his album, participating up in Detroit, because that's where things happen. That's where they do their magic. That's where they do their shit, you know? And
it's a free fucking place when you're Boondox, you know? You don't have to pay for it.
Free place to record.
Free place to record.
So he's not in Detroit. He's saying in the interview that he's financing his own making of the album in Georgia with what little money he has. Now, I've known there's been a rift for a while because Boondox didn't do the after party shows with Psychopathic Writers. He's Young Dirt in Psychopathic Writers. Isn't that who he is?
Yes, Young Dirt.
And he wasn't at the fucking after party show here in Denver. He wasn't part of Psychopathic Writers. I'm looking on stage, and I was like, where the fuck's Boondox? He's not there, man. So, that sucked. Excuse me. I'm having my morning cigarette and coughing my lungs out. That's how I start the day. So basically, what's your take on this, Magnet?
It's not any good. It's not any good. I don't understand why he's going this route. It's kind of...
Well, he's kind of like isolating, and he says he wants to be with his family, and basically...
You've got all your life to be with your family, man. There's only a little chance to make money.
You got to make your money now, and he needs to make his money now, and he needs to go back up to Detroit and make money in Detroit and participate in this in Lotus Pod in Detroit and Psychopathic Writers.
Albums, be on Twisted album, be on ICP's album, have them be on his album, just basic shit that you have done when you would be up there.
You probably don't want to live in Detroit. Who would want to live in Detroit? They got a bad economy, bad crime rate.
It's a bad rap. You got a bad rap.
I mean, if you're from there, you probably love it, but if you're not, it's probably a little hard, you know, from what I've seen. What I've heard about, it's no Florida, you know, especially in the winter. So, basically I see someone that feels like they don't fit in. He's bowing out, man, and they're hearing this for the first time, and holy shit. What's their reaction going to be? They're obviously going to try and talk him out of it, but it's up to him, isn't it? He's got to make the decision. Does he want to participate in as Boondox? And apparently he doesn't. He wants to go back to Georgia and do things his way. And I think that's the basic bottom line with what's
going to be a problem.
What the problem's been. If you look at the history of everyone who's left Psychopathic, Mars, Misery, Aspirin Boys, who was kicked off Psychopathic, they didn't want to leave. I don't think. I don't really know. I'm not there. But they all haven't done that well. Now, Aspirin Boys is doing all right, and they're sure putting out some good shit lately. But the history is everyone who left Psychopathic or was kicked off Psychopathic doesn't do well. Everyone.
Well, you can't do it without money. Well, I mean, without money, with Lotus
the
Pod
fan base.
Studios available to them, I mean, that's like, well, holy shit, that's going to pay for, you know, I mean, look at all the money you're not going to be spending because of that, you know, it's a massive amount of money.
It's a well-oiled machine. Psychopathic Company is a well-oiled machine, and they've had 20-something years of practice at this, and they do things right, and they know how to do it. And Boondox is one of the gears in the machine, man. And you take out that gear, an important part of the machine is missing. It's not going to break down, but man, it's an important part of the whole psychopathic family and artists, and it's a big loss. And it's only going to hurt juggalos because they're not going to have such good access to him. I mean, where else is he going to go but psychopathic? And it's only going to hurt psychopathic because they'll lose money and they'll lose a good artist, one of the best artists they have. And it's just a big mistake. And it sounds like his decisions are being made from insecurities that he has. He's a real down-to-earth, awesome person. I love hearing him talk, man. I feel like I could just hang out with him and talk to him, you know?
For hours, yeah.
For hours. He's a down-to-earth, real person.
He's definitely really cool. He's got a lot. He's lived a long life and seen a lot of stuff, you know. But it doesn't make any sense why he'd want to be at home. That's with family. It doesn't make any sense. There's got to be something.
Yeah, what's your speculation?
Deeper.
You think it's drug addiction? He's
the thing
hinted to opiate addiction on his CDs, being dope sick.
Both of us, we've seen it a lot of that. Shitty side of life, and it's you could see from an outsider looking in, you could see that same shit going on that like I was doing when I was using, like the excuses that you're coming up with, and it just doesn't add up, you know, and a lot of things just don't add up properly, you know, and it's like, what? But why? Why do you want to spend the time home? It's like you couldn't sit down and ask him that because you would never understand, you know.
Maybe he's quitting pills or quitting opiates.
There's something else, or maybe there's something down in Georgia that he likes, or he's trying to get, or something.
Maybe he's in love with a bitch or something down in Georgia.
Yeah, like
who knows?
He's been trying to go after women for a long time, and maybe he's now trying to hook up with one for a long period of time. Or,
when you quit opiates,
get a wife or something, that could be something.
When you quit heroin or you quit pills, you're really insecure. And you just want to be with family. And it happened to me in Florida when I drove all the way back here. And wanted to just be with something comfortable that I knew. But what a shocker to Psychopathic and Jay and Billy Bill, who is the president of CEO, is Psychopathic now, for probably just hearing this for the first time. Like, what? He wants to leave? Like, what? What the fuck is going on? All day long yesterday they're thinking, what the fuck with this hacker? And now they actually hear the interview, they're like, their heads are spinning. They don't know what the fuck to think. How do we deal with this situation? And the bottom line is you gotta let him make up his own decision and learn the hard way. If he wants to leave Psychopathic, think he's gonna do better, fine.
Leave a spot for him.
Leave a spot. The door's always open.
Leave the door open and let him go. You know, but that's you know, I mean, you can't. You can always take the horse to the water, but you can't make him drink it. You know.
Yeah. And the horse might get to the water and the fucking well's dry, and that's no
Lotus
good.
Pod.
And the Lotus Pod well is not dry. It's full of gallons and gallons of Faygo, the Lotus Trough. So I think it's a bad move that he's leaving the Psychopathic and trying to do it on his own. I think it's only going to hurt him and Juggalos and Psychopathic. It's a lose-lose situation for everyone. And if somehow, Boondox, you ever see this video, which you won't, but please don't go. Please don't go. Please. I beg you. Please. Please don't go. Please. 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 Don't go. Please. Is that enough?
Yeah, that's enough.
Alright. So that's all I got. I'm Scribbles the Juggalo. Is there anything you'd like to add?
No.
Please.